I wanted to take a break from all the Captain Marvel stuff, so this is the Underdog, aka the German Viking, and I wanted to talk about the Tucker situation, which I'm probably gonna do a response video to TYT because their lunacy knows no bounds. But this is more of a general video of where it is so important to and stand against the outrage and the mob of people. Kevin Hart should have taken a note out of the rulebook from Tucker Carlson, where you don't apologize. You eloquently explain that you can come on the show and have a discussion and try to say what was wrong, but see, this is the thing. These SJWs expect everyone to be perfect, and people within their own circles, they just ignore if they do anything wrong. The hypocrisy is astounding, and they can point at everyone else except themselves, and the the hypocrisy is what gets me, because if no one is allowed to do any mistakes, how is anyone supposed to grow and learn from said mistakes? So they always say you need to educate yourself and things like that. That's a typical SGW argument. But if you have done wrong things or said wrong things in the past which you don't agree with anymore, and you've educated yourself on things, but you still bash someone based on what they said in the past, then you got what you wanted, but still not good enough. This is why you don't apologize to these people. Kevin Hart apologized to these people, even though he shouldn't. Never apologize to these people, because they got your balls in their grasp, and you can't escape them, because you basically admitted to that you were wrong and they were right, and they're always gonna hold it over your head forever and ever. And I think in the future, more celebrities or politicians or whatever should do the same thing Tucker has done. And you have these petty people in Media Matters, in TYT, in all these other journalistic so-called in quotation marks journalistic outlets, which most of them are gonna get sued now because of what they did against the Covington kid, Nick Sandman. But the so-called journalistic outlets, they always go after what when someone finds out something that, oh, it's shocking. And I mean, I've said shocking things on my streams a few years ago. Do I necessarily agree with all I've said a few years ago? Not necessarily, but I've kept them up. And if people wanna use them out of context, go ahead, be my guest. But why don't you ask me when you can ask me personally what my thoughts are on a certain subject matter, instead of just bashing someone for what they said in the past. So you go and 10 years is a long time, and you go in someone's past on air, and he never tried to hide this. And you also, a lot of people just missed the entire point of what he was saying in the particular clip they used, is when a guy was facilitating, I believe it was a marriage between a 16 or 17 and a 28-year-old, and he was basically charged for rape. And Tucker was saying was that what he was doing wasn't rape. Sure, he should go to jail, but what he was doing wasn't necessary rape. And this always gets taken out of context because it's convenient, it is easy, it is lazy. And when you have someone who they consider just a Nazi, I mean, they harassed him at a restaurant. They also attacked his home, and harassed his wife and children, and now they are trying to go after him on things he's said in the past. If there's anyone I admire, even if I don't even agree with all his points, is someone like Tucker Carlson. He stands for his beliefs. He even he did not bow down to, even when Ben Shapiro claimed he had the moral high ground, and stood his ground and said, "No, Ben, you're wrong. You're just wrong." And I can respect someone who stands with the principles and doesn't bow down and kowtow to these SGWs who just want to basically see the world burn. So those are just my thoughts. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.